Now for the first time ever, NFL regular season football has come to the land down under as we count down to kickoff here in Melbourne, Australia. Tonight it's the Thursday opener for the new NFL season, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Los Angeles Rams. About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night primetime. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
Coming in, he really likes his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
The tackle by Quinton Lake. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 50-yard line.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Purdy off the play fake. And that's going to be incomplete. But, man, his first throw, that nearly went the other way. Instead, it's 4th down.
And I think he was a little surprised to see the ball sitting out there like that. That's a ball he had a chance to come away with, but it winds up an incomplete pass.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Kyle Shanahan, an offensive mind, but his guys stopped up short. And this defense holds on the night's opening drive. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll run it. This is Blake Corum. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
What I continually hear from running backs and offensive linemen is how often they're actually getting together to watch film so they can get in sync with each other, understand blocking patterns better, how a running back likes to cut, what he wants to do. And, boy, it all came together on that one.
That's one where they watch that and say, hey, we did everything we were supposed to do right there.
That looked like the play we drew up and designed, and then we got to see it unfold in real time.
A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And that one not fooling anyone. It'll go down as a completed pass, but it will lose a big chunk of yardage. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with 2nd down coming up. Now Stafford. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
The partner guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is 3rd and goal. Again, it's Stafford. Hard throw, incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
For the field goal, a 32-yard attempt.
And his kick here is good. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try to find a way to win.
And McCaffrey going to pick up a Niners first down as he's up to the 45. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out of here and take off.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. Purdy looking to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Purdy.
And this is caught by Evans.
And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously he is well short of the first. Fourth down try. Here's Purdy.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position.
Corum now on 1st and 10.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, LA.
Blake Corum,
49 yards.
and the Rams are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Escaping the... And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Back to throw, Purdy.
Jake Tonjes brings it in. Big strides, look at him go. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 63 yards.
San Francisco.
Here's Purdy.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21.
A loss of 8 yards. It's 2nd down.
Purdy will set up to throw it here.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. McCaffrey running up the middle. Still fighting for more. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey.
A 21-yard touchdown run.
And the 49ers have got it back to within a score. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, right at the 40. Stafford going to give this one to Corum. He pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, 2nd down. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it 2nd and 7. Simpson to pass here. It's Williams on the catch. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 27-yard line.
A nice completion there for the first down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game has his team run the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day one. Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Throw right side, Wilson.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
It's a gain of 2.
That play won't lead any highlight packages, but it did its job. They knew where the first down marker was and were able to pick it up with the short pass.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
action. Stafford. Touchdown!
Puka Nacua
From 17 yards out.
And the Rams are able to add on to that lead.
Extra point splits the uprights. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
17. 49ers 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time.
And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Intercepted. The Rams take over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now Simpson.
Gonna look deep for Wilson. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A.
Garrett Wilson.
48 yards.
And the Rams are looking good here in the season openers. They're able to extend their lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Purdy now to throw.
They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down.
They'll go for it. Here's Purdy. Open man, the former Gator. It's Ricky Pearsall.
breakaway. They stop him a few yards shy. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Now it's Simpson. Pass complete there to Nakua.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big play that time on the catch and run. 36 yards.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Simpson to throw.
And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
Touchdown.
Tyler Scott from 6 yards away. And the Rams are able to widen their lead here in this first half. The extra point up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42.
55 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener.
Eluding the pressure right.
There's a short one caught by Tonjes. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one.
It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try to put some points on the board.
Now Purdy. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl.
And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown.
Honest Nevis for the extra point.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
49-7.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They'll run on first down. It's Black. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At their 48.
Play action. Now Purdy.
And the Rams got it. They bring him down. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
6 yards.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
This ball nearly intercepted. A once-in-a-season chance for the big fella, but he couldn't corral it. 4th down, straight ahead.
In punt formation for the 49ers.
The Waitman now to punt as he sends this one away.
Oh, the spin. It'll be a 41-yard punt, giving 5 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for San Francisco.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Their own 29-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Stafford.
Looking right side, and it's intercepted. And the Niners are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Stafford's pass intercepted.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. Fighting through it, he's got space. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
89 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Throwing here, Purdy.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Purdy on 4th down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Mike Evans with career touchdown number 109. That ties it with Barry Sanders on the all-time NFL list. And the 49ers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for San Francisco.
Pinheiro now to kick this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And some room to roam now. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
To throw is Simpson. This one swung out to Williams. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, L.A. Kyron Williams, 40 yards. And the Rams have opened the lead up to 30.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
45, 49ers 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
From the 41, Purdy. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
First down, San Francisco.
Operating from the gun, Purdy.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Rams are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time. And that's another great play to come away with the football.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Garrett Wilson, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Rams take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Rams 52, 49ers 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well. And that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves. But we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Third down, here's McCaffrey. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. They'll try and throw for it here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and that will force a turnover on downs.
Running left, Corum.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
It'll go as a gain of 4. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
3rd and 5.
Throwing is Stafford. That is caught. And he's going to have a Rams first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
105 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Here's Stafford. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime.
We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now Stafford. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A.
Garrett Wilson with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Rams are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead.
Point after, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
They'll try the left side. Black. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. On 3rd down, it's Black. And this effort won't do it. He needed to get to the 45. He's a yard or 2 short. Well, 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. From the gun, here's Stafford. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. He wasn't really big on that. He was big on going ahead and scoring.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, L.A.
Blake Corum.
Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Rams continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the 4th.
Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
35-yard line.
2nd down and right back to McCaffrey.
And he's got some space here.
Through the middle of the field. Inside the 10.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Christian McCaffrey
with a milestone career touchdown number 100. Joining Curtis Martin and Franco Harris at the century mark as he continues to climb the all-time list.
And the 49ers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Pinheiro to kick off for San Francisco.
Pinheiro now to kick this one away.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
Their own 33-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard. But they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
14 yards.
They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
To throw is Stafford. It's caught here by Adams. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he rifles one incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because...
And he'll get it down here to the 43. Decision made for Sean McVay. They're going to go for it.
Taken down at the 43-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. Here we go on fourth. Stafford able to find the open man. That's complete. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 33-yard line.
Throwing here, Stafford. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I certainly like the idea. You're down on their side of the field. Get your big play guy involved. That time, they put one up for him to see if he can pull it down in the end zone, but the coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Now a give, right side. Black. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Being chased out left. He's going to let it fly. That's caught at the 25. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop him with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Purdy will set up to throw it here. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
As they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And the hands team for the Rams able to secure the football. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
2nd and 1.
They run once more with Corum.
And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line.
Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division.